My name is Jason. Welcome back to Professor Sports Cards. We go over everything and anything card related.
Before you get in with Mike Tyson.
This is for my grandfathers, my grandmothers.
On today's episode, we're going over the craziness that is eBay packaging. We are giving some tips to someone new to the hobby, asked for tips, so we'll go over some of that. And we're going to try a new game, which we'll jump to right now. Every episode will start with a card here that's blurred out. Today's will be kind of easy. If you don't know, you could probably take a pretty good guess. Comment below. Also, what year? This is his rookie card. What year is this card and what player? Comment below it. Stay tuned to the end of the episode, and we'll not only unveil the player, but go over the price and charts of this card. We'll start every episode and try to end every episode the same way, this new way here. Our first story, before we jump to the first story, dude, this is hilarious. Going through my collection, and I found an error. They used a picture of Gary Busey. I thought it said Gary Busey rookie card, but this is hilarious because I had to like triple take, and when I first saw this, I couldn't see. I might even blur out the bottom half, so when you first see it, your first thought is, oh, that's Gary Busey. But it's not. That's Boomer Esiason.
Okay. Everybody is half win and half lose.
Okay.
The lose half is afraid.
Right.
The winning half is fearless.
Fearless. Right.
Boomer Busey loves buttered sausage. Say that 3 times fast.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
And this is what I just wanted to see the comparison here. That is unbelievable. Take a look at the big picture of Boomer, and then take a look. I mean, these guys are long lost brothers.
My father, my mother, Curly.
Our first real story of the day comes here. The problem with eBay standards is that so many don't know how to use it. I'm reading the post over here. I blame eBay. A simple step like requiring sellers that use eBay standard to watch 2-minute videos on how the program works and how to properly package would avoid most of these problems. This is ridiculous. First of all, that post is a bit ridiculous because I don't know if you've ever had to watch videos. Take those videos, you're doing something else half the time. I mean, I hate to break the news. So if you had a 2-minute video on how to properly package these, how many people are just going to put the video on and skip to the next? So I know I'm being nitpicky, but that's my first thing. I don't think those videos work often. Let's get into the brunt of the story here. This dude bought something on eBay, getting lost in the weeds, and it shows up to his house, and he owes, or it shows up to the post office, and before he can get it, he owes $4.23 more. Now, what happened was they used eBay packaging here. They paid $1.20, at least from what I understand. All right, from what I understand from this story, if you ship a card, 2 single cards under a certain weight, you can pay this dollar shipping, and it incentivizes to sell single cards on eBay. The price of the card of total value has to be under $20, or you can't send this way. At least that's how it used to be. Is the total value of the card has to be $20 or less, and you could ship with eBay packaging. It does not have. I don't believe it has tracking, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe eBay packaging. Oh, tomorrow's episode, I'll do some research, and I'll remember. I can't remember if this eBay standard with cards has shipping. I honestly don't remember. But anyways, imagine buying it. You buy a $5 card. You pay $1 for shipping. So out the door, it's $6 shipping, tax $7. Then the post office sends you something saying you owe $4 more. The same amount you paid for the card in total. So someone used this improperly. They put a top loader. The envelope weighed too much, and then the post office charged full shipping rather than this standard eBay shipping. Now let's read some comments here. I mean, this is a bit in the weeds, but this is a very real thing. Many people, over half I recently did a poll I'll share tomorrow. Over half the hobby buys and sells off eBay, really. And so I can't stand 90% of the way people ship. It's gotten better over the past few years. During COVID and after, it was crazy. The amount of tape on these packages, oh my God, that's a whole nother story. As a seller who does package, correct, this still happens all the time. This is USPS inconsistency issue, and it got 41 likes. And I think this is good enough just to break down this. So We have the poster blaming the person that shipped the card. We have this comment blaming the post office, postal service. And in all fairness, in all the cards I ship, the postal service has done a pretty damn good job. It's pretty amazing, before we bust down and hate on the postal service, pretty amazing that what they do. I mean, if you really break it down and think about it logistically and how many people are in this country and the world, it's amazing.
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Let's read some comments. So this is, again, this guy's blaming it on USPS. True, but some clear instructions might cut down on the cases. Again, if it's a 2-minute video, people are not taking that video serious. It's just true. If eBay put those out, and it is, as the videos, I think, if eBay put those videos out, and it's a USPS issue, it's still USPS with the issue. And guess who watches those videos, by the way? Guess who they have videos for?
Oh, there's the lovely Heidi, everybody.
Oh, hey. What a great lady. I talked to her backstage and...
Yeah, USPS. Again, USPS is the problem. Oh, I agree. I just posted the other day about my conversation with USPS. My post office literally throws the cards in a bin and ships them off to be returned to the seller after it's full. Okay. Ridiculous how incompetent USPS is in their own guidelines and how they get interrupted from. I disagree with this. I think they have a very difficult job. And I think 95% of the time we get our cards and it works great. And does that, should it be a 5% loss? Should it be 5% inconsistent or problems? Ideally, no. But come on. I mean, so I view this as a complete, I hope that other times it all goes right, that they're posting about that, because they're not. The people that are posting are thinking like this. And I'm sorry, yeah, USPS, you will have an issue here and there. You will. I've had way worse problems with FedEx. I will not use FedEx anymore. I one time had a problem with UPS. I think they're a little more consistent, but FedEx, I will not use FedEx anymore. I do want to read a couple more comments because this next one's pretty good. How much more clear can USPS be, or the instructions that eBay had? How much more clear can they be? And this is as an eBay, and this is their standard shipping. You need it in a basic envelope. It needs to be under 3 ounces, so don't be shipping top loaders. It needs to be 0.25 thick, so don't be shipping it and making it thick. And anyone can figure this out.
My 3 brothers, last but not least, Snubby.
4 years of hard work, 4 years of dedication. Everything comes down to this moment.
We're going to try something new right now. You see my face, now you don't. Paris 2024 Olympics are coming. I'm going to present a story or some hype every single day up until the end of the Olympics, and we'll start here. It's a full circle moment. 2024 Olympics, Sha'Carri Richardson. This was a big story back in 2021. She qualified for the Olympics, but then tested positive for marijuana. She was a star on the rise in 2021. She was saying her grandmother recently died, which she did, and she tested positive. She was not able to run, and she has qualified. She will be in the Olympics running by herself, and I believe with a team in a relay. And I'm sure you'll hear this story much more up until the end of the Olympics. In this box, I'm collecting every single NBA basketball player's rookie card to ever play. Hall of Famers, they get slabs.
Change of direction by Bryant. Slam dunk.
We're going to stick with the 1996 draft class. This is Allen Iverson. It was just one of the best draft classes of all time. Iverson in an 8 there, and on the right, this is an old SGC slab, and it could very well come back a 9 or even a 10. Allen Iverson, great player, played with some of the most heart you'll ever see an NBA basketball player play with, and he was also part of pop culture at the time, bigger than just the NBA. Hi everyone, I'm new to this hobby. What should I pay attention to? More suggestions. This was posted on the non-sports card group, so we have some interesting answers. But the majority of people say collect the stuff that makes you happy. That's really all there is to it. What do you like? I ordered 200 pre-war cigarette cards on eBay and I was hooked. Basically saying Buy what you want to buy. Yep, buy and collect what you like. Now, after that, what are there any other tips besides buy what you like? Don't pay attention to this page. That's hilarious. Yep, a lot of trolls. But there were some good comments here. Let's see if I could ever find them. This was interesting. I don't agree, but pretty lady cards will never go out of style. Plus, they won't pull a hamstring mid-season. Would love to get a piece of a UFO in a card. What? Here are a few good tips for new card collectors. Cards no one has that are gem mint 10s. So if you could find cards that are scarce. In yesterday's episode, we saw a Mozart that was not a 10. It was a SGC 4, but it's the only one back from the 1800s. Edges, corners, and centering. Absolutely. These matter because condition does matter up in this person as the 10. Well, the only way to get a 9 or 10 or something in good condition is centering, which has nothing to do with how well the card was kept. That comes out of the printer. Corners and edges do most of the time have to do with how the card was kept. Collect what you like. Everything else is a gamble.
If you walk in and you have $500, all right? And you start playing with $500 and you win $500, get the fuck out of there. Leave.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we'll cover the same card to begin and to end. If you said Derek Jeter 1993, you were correct. This is his Topps rookie card. In a PSA 9, there are 22,000. So while Derek Jeter is one of the most popular athletes of my lifetime, I was 8 years old in 1993. He is one of the most loved athletes, if you don't count his time owning the Florida Marlins. But he is a loved athlete, and this card is only $28. Why? Because there's 22,000 in a PSA grade 9. I'm curious to see what it is in a PSA 10. Wow. This card was selling for $60 2 years ago. It fell. It's taken a roller coaster ride, but that ride is generally trending down. Maybe it's the time to buy, but again, this is all because of the pop count. People got excited and bought into Jeter during the hype of the boom, and now because the pop count, it has just done nothing but go down, even though he is a stud Hall of Famer. This is what you hope the players of today become, the Corbin Carrolls, the Ellie Dela Cruz, and it's still only $28. Pop count is everything. In a PSA 10, I have no idea. Let's see. I'm going to guess under 1,000. It's not. There's 3,627 of this Hall of Fame shortstop, one of the best shortstops to ever live. If you go check out Honus Wagner's card, recent sale is over $10 million. I thought one sold for $12 million, but let's just say over $1 million. Why? Because there's one or two, or in total grade, there's less than 100. Well, here we have 3,627, and it's recently selling for $300. God, imagine this chart. This chart's going to be ugly. Remember, it's $300 today. I'm going to say 2 years ago, this card was pushing $1,000. I have no idea. I can only guess by what we've looked at in the past, and then looking at the price now. Let's scroll down. So I was off. It was selling for half that at nearly $500, $475, $400, and now today it's $100. Well, $271, $299. So it's hovering right around $300, down from $450 2 years ago. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It's the way to let YouTube know you're enjoying this and to help grow the audience. I really changed up my style on my channel, and so these new daily videos are finding its audience. So help me out, hit the like button, comment below. Who do you want to see next in the NBA rookie card collection? Subscribe if you have not, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.
It's all discipline, you know what I mean? You have to have a routine. I had a routine. I had a ritual. I think I've told you this before. My biggest fear in life is being unprepared. I think the way you are prepared is you stick to a ritual. I did it every single day for parts of 20 years. I knew what worked for me, and I was going to stick to it. Good times, bad times, success or failure. I was sticking with my routine.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.